Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to study about the structure of ovule. Now see, first of all, what is ovule known as? It is also known as megasporangia. Okay, it is also known as seed bud because you know very well, after fertilization, ovary will change into fruit and ovule will change into seed. So ovule is also known as seed bud. And when we study the ovule of the angiosperm, we will find it is having integument. It is also known as integumented megasporangia. They are stalked. We will say stalked megasporangia. And this will not go for dehiscence. Just like in case of the male, we studied that pollen grains will be released at when the anther will go for dehiscence. So, but it will not go for dehiscence. So this is indehiscent megasporangia. Clear? Up till here, I hope so it is easy. Now see, ovule can be one. In one ovary, there can be one. For example, wheat, rice, and mango. Or there can be many ovules in one ovary. For example, in papaya, you can see we are having many, when we eat papaya, we cut it and we find many seeds are present. Even in watermelon, many seeds are present and orchards. Now let us study what are the parts of the ovule. See, I'll explain you here. Understand, you know very well, this is, I'm drawing the swollen basal part, which is known as ovary. This is style, and this is stigma. And our focus is to study about the ovule. So ovule is attached here. See here, this is, I'm drawing ovule. So this ovule is attached to the body wall of the ovary at this point, and this point is known as placenta. Clear? And the stalk of the ovule. This is the stalk of the ovule, and this stalk is known as funicle. Clear? And it is attached to the body wall of the ovule at this point, and this point is known as hilum. So hilum is a junction between the body of the ovule and the stalk that is known as funicle of the ovule. Clear up till here? Now, these are two integuments. These are two integuments. And integuments are enclosing the mass of a nucellus cell. This is nucellus. This is nucellus. Clear, beta? And it is enclosing the nucellus from all the point except this point where it is not covering it. This point where the integument are absent, this point, this is known as micropyle. So this is micropyle. Clear? And basal part of the ovule, this is the basal part of the ovule. This is known as chaliza. Clear? In my diagram right now, which I've tried to explain you, I was assuming, let me draw once again, this was funicle, integument. Clear? Bitegmic condition, two integuments are there. And this is micropyle, this is chaliza, and this is funicle. All are in one line. Once again, let me write micropyle, chaliza, and funicle, all are in one line. You will say this is orthotropous ovule. This is orthotropous ovule. But in our NCERT, they have given us anatropous ovule. In anatropous ovule, what is going on? See, this is funicle, okay, and this is attaching. See, it is attaching here and micropyle is coming down. This is hilum, clear? This is funicle. And here, if you see, micropyle is coming close to the funicle. So let me draw the labeling. This is micropyle, this is chaliza, and this is funicle. The micropyle is coming close to the funicle because of the movement of ovule at 180 degree, which we say this is anatropous ovule. Majority of the angiosperm, nearly 82% of the angiosperms are having this type of ovule. See in our NCERT diagram, this is the basal part of the ovule that is known as chalizal and And this is micropyle where integuments are absent. How many integument? Two integument, outer integument and inner integument. Clear? Funicle is the stalk of the ovule. Funicle, we know this is the stalk of the ovule. Clear? And what is hilum? Hilum is a junction where it is attached to the body of the ovule. And this is the center nucleus. And nucleus will actually will become will bear female gametophyte that is known as embryocyte. So this is the way you have to learn the structure of ovule. If you want to see from your book, you do one thing, just rotate your book just upside down and you will find the same diagram I've drawn here. This is anatropous ovule. Is it clear? Now see here. So we discussed the theory. We told funicle is a stalk of the ovule. Hilum is a point of the attachment of funicle with ovule. Integuments are protective covering. Chaliza is actually a basal part of ovule. Please read the NCERT line, very important line. Micropyle is present opposite to the chaliza where integuments are absent. And nucleus is a main part of the ovule. Now see few spatial structure associated with the ovule. Let us assume this is I'm drawing anatropous ovule. This is funicle and this is your anatropous ovule. Clear? This is bitegmic condition. Two integuments are there. And let me use this color for the funicle. This is funicle. And this was hilum. Now funicle is attached to the body wall of the ovule beyond hilum. Means here you are finding this is the funicle is attached to the body wall of the ovule beyond hilum. Then this part, what is this part known as? This part is known as raphe. So what is raphe? Funicle is attached to the main body of ovule for some distance, means it is attached beyond hilum. And this is known as raphe. Now, I'm just using different color, but though it is funicle only, green color I'm using it. If it is giving rise to the cushion-like structure to guide the entry of the pollen tube, then this structure which is coming from funicle or it is coming either from the placenta, because you know we studied placenta as a point where it is attached to the body wall of the ovary. Then this structure is known as obturator. Clear, beta? So obturator is an outgrowth which arises either from funicle or from placenta at the micropyle to guide the entry of pollen tube inside the ovule. So this is the video in which I hope so now the structure of ovule might be very easy for you. Okay, let us discuss few questions based on it. So body of the ovule fuses with funicle. In which region? Answer is hilum. Clear? Another name of ovule is megasporangia. Don't say megaspore, please. It is megasporangia. And I'll just tell you for your understanding, embryo sac is female gametophyte. Embryo sac is female gametophyte. And what is megagametophyte? It is also female gametophyte only. Now, basal part of the ovule. Basal part of the ovule, I focus, it is known as chaliza. So I hope so this video might be helpful for you to understand the structure of ovule. In the next video, we will be studying the types of ovule. I discussed two types in this video, orthotropous and anatropous. But there are other types of ovules are there. So we'll be studying in the next video. Thanks for watching.